Hello and welcome to the info session for the EMA Software Suite version 2.5. My name is Jörg Ulich. I am responsible for the product management at IMK, and in short, product management is about the further development of our software suite. We care about new demands, define that, and after the hardest part to implement new features in the software, I have the honor to present the results in this info session. This is quite a lot, and so I roughed it a little bit. We have 4 categories. First thing, usability and performance, faster, better. Then we always care about our human model and the behavior. Then we have a really cool new feature in our plant designer. And last but not least, we have the topic interfaces. So let's start with usability and performance. First topic, easy layout is a feature which comes from this problem. Especially new users have this problem. Layouting in 3D, when you start with 3D, when you never did this before, could be a problem. You have 2 axes on a screen. You're sitting on a screen, before a screen, and you have 3 axes in space, and you can't manipulate with a mouse all 3 axes to the same time. And that's how it looks today. You have a compass to manipulate objects, and you have to do it sequential and one axis or a surface, and then you have to rotate the view and to look where the object is. And now with easy layout, you can simple drag and drop objects. And the intelligence behind is that we look where is the next surface under the object, and then we automatically place the object collision-free on the surface, because that's the same behavior like in reality. We also can turn objects by turning the mouse wheel. That's also quite easy, and we can change the hierarchy. So changing the structure and placing the box on the table to move the 2 things together. It's also very easy to put things in a rack here, for example. It snaps to the 3 places, and that's 100% intuitive, very easy to do this. It's also able to do this with complex objects, for example, here with the human model, or with complex product geometry. It's also possible. Yeah, very nice, very fast, very intuitive. The next thing is my favorite, live preview. It's a real game changer in modeling the processes in EMA. That's how it looks today, or how it is today. You're taking a task, then you edit the necessary parameters, here for example object parameters, and when you're ready, you have to simulate. And then you are able to view the result, the movement, and then you say, okay, I go on with the next process. Yeah, then it's a place, and it's also okay. And then you have to go on and do this again and do this again, and always you have to simulate and scroll and look after it. And yeah, this costs a lot of time in modeling the process. Here I count for you 12 simulation runs are necessary to do this simple process. And now live preview comes into, here you saw how you activate it. Modeling the process is the same, but now the magic is when you're already modeling it, you don't have to simulate, you instantly see the result. And you can check it and go on without simulating and scrolling to the end posts. You instantly see how the process will be. And it's not only the pose, it's the whole movement is simulated in the background instantly. And with this feature, you are more intuitive and you are really, really faster by modeling the process. It's now very easy for you to play with parameters, for example, with different carrying postures or other parameters, and you instantly see the result. We did some measurements. The counter says 0 simulation runs, but the process is modeled quite good. We did some measurements. For example, I forgot to say it works in every task. It works in every task parameter, and it works every time, also in existing scenarios. And our measurements also with our customers who are involved, were involved in the beta testing, says time savings up to 50% are possible with this feature. Really nice, a real game changer for task modeling. Yeah, we also did some library update. We always do this. Maybe you know the situation, you are in a store for home improvement and you're looking for the right screws. Yeah, that's no problem in EMA anymore. Now we have all different screws in different lengths, in different diameters available. Also this other standard parts or other type of screws are available in our library now. We also have some library update about personal protective equipment, safety glasses, hearing protection, face masks, helmets, and so on are available, and they are also so available that they instantly fit on our human model. Yeah, quite good extension. And also we have some library updates for plant design. We have plants in the plant designer. Yeah. Bushes, hedges, trees, different trees to visualize the landscape in big, large factory planning projects are now available in the library. Let's come to another part, multi-language support. You know, we already have our graphical user interface available in German and English. Now we have simplified Chinese, Italian, Spanish, and French available for the whole graphical user interface. Let's come to the next topic, human model, intelligent free arm movement. At first, I will explain how the situation is today when our human model walks. Basically, the arm swings along, and then when there is a picking process, the hands go up. It could be in another sequence when you first walk, when you first pick something, then walk with a carry position, the hands are up, and then when you place something, the hands go down. this is not 100% how it is in real life. Humans actually look in the future and they look what they do next and make a pre-arm movement. And this is what our human model is doing now completely automatically. We look in the future in every task and pre-position our hands. And this leads to a more realistic movement and more accurate moving distances. You see here an example, picking the screwdriver. The hand was even earlier in the right position, and here is a screwing process. The screwdriver didn't go down. The human model knows he has to screw in the next process and keeps it up. Also here, a placing process, the hand is even more earlier in the right direction. Yeah, really cool, fully automatic, great benefit for you. Yeah, the next thing about our human model movement generator is self-collision avoidance. You know, in the last releases, we cared about collision avoidance with other objects, but not with their own body parts. And sometimes we have this issue, we have this situation, the underarm is in the body. This is not realistic. Now we inspect the own body parts about collision and prevent it and transferred it back and get a collision-free pose, for example, in carrying postures, which are then more realistic or possible. This leads us to an ability. Now, maybe you know it, the carrying position parameter is actually a parameter which you have to set. Now we are able to try different carrying positions in the background. This is only an illustration for that. We are able to try different carrying positions, make an assessment about collision or the ergonomic load for a single carrying position and decide for you which is the best carry position. And within the release 2.5, the carrying position parameter is set on automatic and this function is activated for you. You're also able to change this in different scenarios and older scenarios. Yeah, the next topic, I mentioned it before, transport equipment planning. In our definition, transport equipment are things, vehicles, which are used for transport in a factory. For example, forklifts or AGVs or cranes or these manual small forklifts here, and always questions about how many are used, how is the utilization, how long do they need for a transport process, and other details are the questions in this topic. And now we can answer all these questions. We have a lot of calculation abilities now in the EMA Plant Designer to calculate the whole transport equipment planning. Yeah, our last category, interfaces. You know, when you when you follow us, that we also support um, the topic Omniverse, and we support it to talk with one common interface, but sometimes standards are not ready, and it's necessary that two expert systems talk directly. And this is the reason why we implemented two direct interfaces. It's also quite good to show it on one slide. The one expert system is the Balances system from Tactic, and the other system is Taycan MTM. Now we have an interface, a bidirectional interface, so data upload and data download is possible, and it's about the workers, the structures, it's about the tasks and the detailed data to the tasks, the sequences or variants, process variants are possible, and of course the time analysis. In this use case, the time analysis usually comes from EMA, and in this use case, often the time analysis comes from Taycan. Now we are able to, for example, use an existing time analysis to build up a process faster, or in the Tactic use case, we are able to detail a process with our simulation and send data back. Yeah. If you are interested in these interfaces, talk to us. We are open. Yeah, EMA 2.5 is available in our well-known editions. At first time, the two interfaces are modules, which are possible in every edition for you. Thanks for your attention. Thanks for your interest. Have a nice day. Bye bye.